Yo, 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 what is good, nation? It is week 2 of training camp, and man, we got a lot to go ahead and talk about. So let's go ahead and kick this thing off without further ado. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Man, these things always get flipped around. Anyways, salute to everyone
Oh,
in the building already here and everyone pulling up. Welcome to a fresh episode of Raiders Unfiltered. We are your hosts. I am Jay Raider, and then this is my guy Primos, Raider Primos in the building. And you already know the wild and wacky one, Raider Will.
Y'all know what it is, baby. It's preseason. It's Raiders Unfiltered 3.0. Hey, the fucking pads are on. We're lit. We're ready to go. Jay Raider has packed the show. Let's get it on.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You already know. Make sure you guys hit the like, hit the subscribe on the channels, on the shows. Silver and Black Raider podcast. That's his name. And then my boy Primos at Raider Primos. And then y'all already know me. Just Raiders, baby. Make sure you guys go ahead and tap in. All right, y'all. Like I said, we got a pretty action-packed show for y'all today. And we're gonna go before we go ahead and get the roll call. Y'all already know it's week 2. Week 2 of Raiders training camp underway, and they're already in full pads now. So they ain't no more fucking around. We're about to find out. We're about to separate the men from the boys. There you
Yes,
go.
sir.
There you go. Before I go ahead and get into it, y'all, we're gonna do a quick week 1 of training camp, and I'm just gonna go over a few notes from last week, and it might sound a little bit redundant from Saturday show, but for those who didn't tap in on Saturday, I'm gonna do a quick recap. So there you go. All right, y'all. So quick recap from last week. We did have a slight injury. Quiddy Pay walked off the field, I believe on Friday. He probably sounds like he had a stinger. Don't know. They never said what. But like I said, his injury history was quads. He had hamstring issues in the past, and then ankles as well. So it could have been one of those. He might have had just like a quick tweak, and they just wanted to go ahead and make sure he was good for today and yesterday. So just as a little slight precaution, we're going to obviously keep abreast of it as the weeks go on to make sure like nothing else is up with that. And then also our guy Fernando Mendoza last week ran with the twos. He had a lot of work with second team. And then, for his first day, he had good command over the offense. He showed a little bit of mobility as well. And then he was pretty good up until, I believe, day 3. We're going to go ahead and talk about this week's progress as well on Mr. Fernando Mendoza. But our other guy, Kirk Cousins, Kirk already connected with Brock. He had touchdowns with Brock Bowers, Jen Naylor, Genty, and Tucker on day 3. Speaking of Genty making plays with the ones as well, so he was showcasing out third day. And then Mike Washington looked solid throughout that week. He had reps with the ones and the twos as well. So there you go. Other news as well, the offensive line, Spencer Buford, and JPJ took reps with the guards with the one. So a lot of work for those two guys with the ones last week. And then our guy Max Crosby For coming out of the gate on the first and second day, he was a little bit hesitant. He said in one of the pressers he did, but he did bounce back on day 3, kind of flying around all over the place as well. And then we still have competition in the secondary as well. It was competition between Porter, Ezekiel Masses, and Jermon McCoy. You already know. And then our guy, the guy that I've been talking about all off season, Zeke Masses, turning heads at training camp. And then he's, now it's full pad. So now we can go see what's up. But this is one of the dark horses that I've talked about since we got this guy back in April through the draft. I believe he was in the 5th round, 6th round. I believe more in the 6th round, I believe. So could be some potential there. I like his tape. Again, I recommend going ahead and checking out his highlights. Definitely ball hawk. So we're going to see more from him, and hopefully he continues to impress. Tyron Johnson again, also as well. He was out there playing solid. He even had a pick on Kirk Cousins, I believe, on day 3 as well. And then on the defensive line, we had solid performances from Adam Butler, Tonka Hemingway, and Jonah as well. And then Tonka even had some reps with the ones last week. We're going to go ahead and talk about him as well. So a lot of good stuff coming out from last week with those guys. So now it's going on to week 2 and getting ready, prepared for our first scrimmage game. And then it's the next, after that, it's like shortly after is the preseason game. I might be mistaken. I don't know when the scrimmage game actually is. I think, do you know, Primos? I think you had the date.
Let me see, because I know I do have it.
All right.
I was just looking for it too, as you were mentioning that.
Yeah. It could be.
We got the Cardinals. It'll be the Cardinals, and it'll be Thursday, August 13th.
Okay, so it's after the Cardinals game then, right?
And Allegiant. And then the scrimmage I think you're talking about is against Houston. So it'll be after the Cardinals. I think we have that scrimmage.
There you go. So see, there you go. So I'll be getting ready for our first pregame of the preseason, and then after that's a scrimmage game, and then we go on for the remainder of 2 preseason games that we have as well. So things are coming full steam ahead, a full circle. So very exciting for sure. But before I go ahead and get into week 2, let me go ahead and do a quick roll call. Again, appreciate you guys pulling up and tapping in with us on this Monday afternoon, Monday night, wherever you guys be at. Hopefully you guys are already at the crib or heading to the crib. But hey, if you have to work, I'm sorry, but hopefully this show makes it go by a little bit faster. But real quick, shout out to our guy, Demokes in the building. Salute. Appreciate you pulling up. Jack in the building. What's the deal, my guy? Salute to you. Appreciate you tapping in. Our guy, brother Yaya in the building. What is the deal, my guy? Appreciate you pulling up. Shout out to Anthony in the building. One of my mods here at Just Raiders. Salute to you, my guy. Appreciate you tapping in. As always, my brother, my guy, D Menace, one of my members here at Just Raiders. If you want to be like my guy, D Menace, go ahead, hit that link that's pinned up top of my channel. Become part of the JRB family today. I'm dropping content on the members only. I just dropped something on for the Vita Vea trade, a real in-depth look on whether that trick can actually happen. I'm doing a members Q&A starting this Friday. So I'm about to put some. I'm about to go ahead and remind my members. Make sure you guys go ahead and put on your questions. I'm going to go ahead and go over it in a members only video or a members only live, either or. But make sure you guys go ahead and tap into the members only channel. Hot stuff coming through over there. Shout out to 67 Evil. Salute. Appreciate you pulling up. Let's see here. And then Lecky, the Oos in the building.
Lecky.
What is good? Raider 87. Salute. He says Thornton providing us right kid is a wash.
Yep.
Well, we'll see, man. But yeah, it ain't looking too good as of right now. And then Raider Travis just pulled up in the building.
Salute, Travis. What's good, baby?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So let me go ahead and go into week 2, y'all. Is Kirk Cousins separating himself as quarterback 1? How y'all feeling? And then I'm gonna go ahead and put this because he's been connecting with Brock, even connected with Brock today. And is there like going to be that Kirk and Brock connection we're hoping for? Is it like preview of things to come? How do y'all think? How do y'all feeling about that? Let me know. I'll start with Primos. How you feeling about Kirk Cousins? The performances he's been doing as of right now at training camp and finding Brock Bowers a lot. So it looks like they're getting the little synergy going.
I'm not shocked by it, but I am shocked that he is. I'm going to answer that first question that he is separating himself from quarterback 1. Fernando Mendoza is showing that he is having his rookie growing pains. He's thrown a couple of picks in practice. He's missed some throws, some timing throws on comebacks. And he's paying the price for it. And I've heard that in the NFL and could it be him tapping the ball before he throws it? We don't know, but most people believe that's a cornerback's read on that.
We're gonna get to the Fernando talk in a bit, but
the Kirk and Brock. But Bowers. Yeah, going back to the Kirk and Brock connection, I think this is things to come. I mean, why not? And people were telling me, "Oh, Brock's killing it in practice." Brock is doing Brock things at this point. Like, it's not shocking me, but being this heavy in the offense and Kirk finding him as much as he is in the practice, this is getting me excited because we've always said that since day one, since Brock Bowers has been here, just find 89, throw it to 89, just find him. Even if he's triple covered, double cover, just throw it at him. Brock is doing Brock things, and it seems Kirk is getting that, bro, you got 89 in the offense. Why are you not going to target him 15, 20 times in a game? That is how it should be. I know the wide receivers
best tight end in the game.
Yeah, he's tight end 1. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Like, he is tight end 1 in the NFL. So I know the wide receivers are going to try to step up to try to get, those touches, get the pressure off of Brock Bowers. But my goodness, especially if we believe that this offense can not only just move the football down the field, but get into the red zone and capitalize in the red zone, why would you not look for 89 in the red zone? He is a mismatch. You put a linebacker on him, he's going to outrun the linebacker. You put a corner on him, he's going to out physical the corner. He's just a mismatch. And Clint Kubiak is definitely drawing up plays for Brock, scheming him open. And I mean, he said it himself. He's a robot. He's a robot. And I know Clint is glad that he's on our team. Same with Kirk too. I know Kirk is like, hey, I'm about to have like 40 touchdowns just to Brock alone.
Shit, I'll take that all day, bro. There you go. What about you, Will? How you feeling about Kirk Cousins' performance at training camp, up to date, and then possible getting used to hearing Kirk and Brock connection this season? What'd you think? How you feeling about that?
All right, man. First of all, I'm going to stay on subject, unlike Primo. We're going to go like, how dare you fucking talk to Kirk Cobain just like that about that? Are you kidding me, bro? Saying that he wasn't going to separate himself at the beginning of training camp? We ain't talking about no scrub. We ain't talking about no dude that hasn't done this before. The man, this is his business. I mean, like, this is what he does. We should expect that from Kirk.
Yeah.
He's coming in as the veteran, knowing the offense. He has similarities. There's reasons he got brought in. Let's all be real. We all knew that Fernando Mendoza was going to have issues in this offense, that he was going to have growing pains. That's why Kirko is here. That's why we brought him. Right? And that he's being surgical and actually taking us to the spank bank on offense, bro. Yes, I expected that. Why? First of all, we ain't very good on defense. We're still learning how to do things. I'll be like, and that's my question. Is it that our offense is that good? Or is it that our defense is that bad? Because remember, last year, hey, we were at the bottom of the barrel. So we're measuring ourselves against the 32. Okay? So what happens when we line up a number 1, a number 2? What happens when we line up against Houston, the real deal?
Yeah.
Are we going to be able to do those things, handle those blocks? Those are the real keys, right? Right now that Kirk and Brock Bowers are absolutely rocking a great connection, that's fucking fantastic. That just goes, and it's a testament to their hard work and their ethic as a team and their cohesiveness, right? So that's great that they're building that. Bayer, he loves his tight ends right now. Right. Yeah. But now the question is, who's going to arise on that outside? That's the question, right? But wait, when we look at this connection and for Kirk, how dare you disrespect him, Primo? You fucking call him Mr. Kirko next time you motherfucking talk bitch fucking.
I gotta call him Kirko Chains, baby.
Hey, you fucking don't be talking with that disrespect. Because that man, bro,
put some respect on his name, god damn it.
Exactly. It's because here's the thing. People have this misconception too about him, bro. Just because he hasn't won a Super Bowl doesn't mean he's not a good quarterback. Do you see what I mean? I mean, like there has to be a lot of good things that happen for the guys to win the Super Bowl and take those teams to the next place. But like I said, hey, that's a different channel, different thing, different day. But yeah. I expected this. I expected for Kirko to come in. This is why we brought him in. This is why Kubiak wanted him, right? So I expect this to keep growing and getting better on a weekly basis, according to what we got going on in practice.
What's the politically correct term for older gentlemen? Oh yeah, experienced. Yeah, experienced quarterback behind center. There you go. And Kirk Cousins, man. Kirk Chains.
Chains, baby.
Hey, I don't know if it was a remark of him being fucking like old or like trying to run sprints like a fucking senior citizen, bro. Like, and that lit a fire on his ass, and then after that, this dude's been like pretty fucking on it. You know?
Did you see that video today that came out of him like fucking sprinting to the sidelines to prove the difference of his speed? But you know what? The funny thing is, bro, like we look at it and he's not even been here to fucking run. Bro, he's here to be a distributor of the football. I don't give a fuck if the dude can run.
He needs to run a little bit, you know, like at least try to get out of a fucking sack if you can.
But if you think about it, bro, a lot of Dan Marino, guys like that are in the pocket quarterbacks, you need to move 3 steps to one side, 3 steps to another. Bro, you could still
dictate the pocket. Like don't just sit there and wait for the pressure to get to you.
Yeah,
you dictate the pocket.
So it is a little bit of mobility, bro. So you know, hey, team's gonna have to fucking, you know, mass order that Ben gave, bro. Have it on lock, bro, just in case. You never know, bro. Oh, my boy over there, like, oh fuck, my fucking knee and shit, my dog. Like, yeah, I said, put that Ben gay, bro. Come on.
Hey, bro, that's what I'm saying. That's the remedy, though. Play action, bro. That play action. Yeah. They're gonna lull you to sleep with that, bro. They hit you with that run, suck you in, and hit you over the top.
Yeah. But let me ask you guys this, since we're on the Kirk and Brock topic. Do you think, because Brock be looking fucking like, damn, dog, he be looking spicy out there. You think we're going to see an all-pro season incoming for this dude? Or is it going to be still like the offense might hinder him from like achieving great accolades? How do you guys feeling about that?
Well, first he has to become popular with the other NFL players, right? Because that's all pro is a popularity contest. For me, because Bowers has shown he is just different these past 2 seasons. The first season he should have got it. The second, last year, even though injury hindered his season, he had 2, not just 1, 2 one-handed catches in the end zone that were terrible throws. And then he had 1 coming back from injury. His first game back from injury was a 3-touchdown game. Like, so I believe if he could stay healthy I don't think the offense is going to hinder him. I don't think this offense is going to hold him back. It's just going to come down to, can Brock Bowers stay healthy? If he has a healthy season, he plays all 17 games. This is the season Brock Bowers is going to have an all-pro season and solidify why he is tight end 1 in the NFL. Not on the Raiders, of the NFL.
There you go. Bill, what are your thoughts, bro?
All right, man. When you're talking about is Brock Bowers going to have an all-pro season, I 100% agree with Primo. It's going to all be on his health. If he can stay healthy, bro, this guy's going to have all-pro numbers. Hey, all-pro ain't even going to be the number. It's going to be all motherfucking world, okay? That's how this motherfucker can play because he's a dude, okay? And right now, if I am Brock Bowers, right, you're looking for any material that is freaking pushing you push you to that next limit. And the stupid Madden game that came out, right? The 99 ratings. You think he ain't posted that on his wall, bro? With whatever McNugget or whatever tight end from the freaking Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, McBride.
McBride. He a 99.
And don't get me wrong, McBride's nice, but yeah, I seen that. I'm like, nah, no way, bro.
Yo.
I was Brock.
Because
not there with McBride.
Hey, bro, in the locker room, it's all bullshit. Like, people will be bullshitting and they're, hey, bro, McBride a 99, you a 93. What up, bud? Hey, bro, so you got to add that little bit of fuel to your fire. This guy is a true professional. And now, bro, we got an offensive play caller that knows how to use guys and maximize them. We got a guy that knows how to use that offense in Kirko, right? We got a young pup developing behind him in order to take him over. So, like, that's what I'm saying, man. This guy might go from all pro to all fucking world. And that might be the jump he makes because he needs Kirko. He needs a run game. Bro, there's going to be double teams on him, and he needs a lot of other things to work for him, not only just to get superstar numbers, because that's what's going to happen if all these other things work. It's, hey, for him to get open, bro, he's going to demand double coverage. And that's why we said, hey, we have to see an outside guy develop to take away from that double coverage.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. But let's go ahead and kind of shift over to the other quarterback, and we were talking about him earlier. And I'm like, oh no, wait, don't skip ahead, don't skip the line. But let's talk about our guy here, Fernando Mendoza, showing some struggles. This
Mandalorian
in a week or two, right? A little bit of a slow start today. He did fumble. He did have a snap fumble as well. And then, two. I don't know. I read one. And then last week, I think it wasn't on Friday or yesterday. I think it was yesterday. He had his first interception. Now, the question is raised, no big deal, or is it a cause for concern? All right, I'm gonna let the dogs out. Well, go ahead, brother.
Are you kidding me, bro? Is this cause for concern? No, absolutely no cause for concern here. These are the growing pains of a young man coming in to play in the professional football league. This ain't no fucking Jimmy Joe from across the street. This is a motherfucking athlete, a dude that is lining up across from him now. We should expect him to make mistakes. This is when he should be making mistakes. Look at how humble this kid is, man. He's come out. He says that, hey, man, I'm still working on coming out from underneath center. Sometimes I go like, oh, it's in my hands. It's there. So he's still developing that confidence. Everybody that says, oh, man, he did that in high school. He did this. Oh, get the fuck out of here, bro. This is the motherfucking NFL. The top 1.6% of all high school students make it there. Okay, so when you're or 0.6% or something like that. So when you talk about that, you're looking at that and saying, hey, these guys are the elite of the elite. The snap is coming faster. It's coming harder. Their steps have to come out on time. Everything like that. So that he is learning that he is going through these growing pains now is a fucking good thing. That we hear that he's having these struggles and that he is then fighting through them to keep throwing out there, to keep slinging the ball, to keep going out there and trying to make the right thing happen, and him being humble enough to say, hey, man, I'm making mistakes, but I'm going to grow from them and I'm going to get better. Bro, what the fuck else do we want as Raider Nation? Like, this kid is a rookie, and he's doing things at a professional level, and the coach is handling him like a fucking baby, and he's handling him as cool as the other side of the pillow. So I'm not concerned. I think this is the growing pains, man, of a young man going in there to become a professional football player.
Yeah. Primos?
It's no big deal for me either. Mainly if you continue reading on, for today, he struggled in the morning, but they said he finished strong. And that is what I fell in love with Fernando Mendoza's tape. Because there's times in college that he would throw an interception, a pick six. Well, you know what he would do? He'll respond with a touchdown drive right after. It's not matter how you start, it's matter how you finish. And he finishes strong. He doesn't let the mistakes, he doesn't hang his hat, just dwelling on the mistakes that he's made. He's not in practice, man, I threw an interception, damn it, like, and then is struggling the entire day. No, he comes back and fights through the adversity, like Will said. Do we not believe that he is probably at the headquarters right now watching film on those interceptions, watching film on the fumble snap, making sure to get the timing down? This kid's work ethic is undeniable for a rookie. I'm not saying, down the line, we've seen, Brady's, we've seen the Peyton Mannings and their work ethic, how they study the game. But as a rookie, for Fernando Mendoza, how he attacks the game and attacks just practice, I'm excited when he gets that chance to be a starter. How's he going to attack a game? And we may see it during the preseason. How is he going to study up and prepare for a game? And I want to see tomorrow how he prepares for practice. And I want to see a better practice from him. I want you to respond better than what you performed today. Even though he responded well, finishing, strong, I don't want turnovers tomorrow. I want to see you be mistake free.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, I think you guys hit it kind of right on the money. Like, this is the time where you want to make those mistakes. You want to get them out of the way. You want to go ahead and analyze what you did wrong. When it's training camp, when it's preseason. I don't expect him to look even pretty during preseason. I expect there to be mistakes, and this is the thing and it's unavoidable. I feel at this point that we're gonna have people, the media criticize, right? We're gonna have the ESPNers, the Fox Sports guys come in and give us their shitty take on why Fernando, is there concern for Fernando Mendoza. We're gonna have some people from the nation like, hey, well, he's a bust and we shouldn't have drafted him, yada yada yada. Look at him. You're gonna have that talk too. So I mean, like, this is a process of a brand new quarterback. They're not perfect, and they're gonna make mistakes, and it's not gonna look pretty sometimes. So I think this is a good thing that he's getting all that out of the way. But I did put up a poll for everyone. Is Fernando's performance this week no big deal or cause for concern? 1, no big deal. 2, cause for concern. Go ahead and hit it on the chat. One's you guys feel it's not a big deal. 2, it's cause for concern or somewhat cause for concern. Let us know down in the chat below. Again, appreciate you guys rocking with us on this Monday night. All right. Let me go ahead and kind of continue on, with the whole Fernando Mendoza thing. But one thing was for sure, Fernando did connect with Malik Benson the other day. Malik almost had a spectacular catch that was just ruled out of bounds. I believe he had he was able to get one back, I believe today. I know Fernando did connect as well. He's already had a touchdown. I'm trying to also skim through my notes as we're talking. But yeah, I mean, Malik Benson is
Yes.
kind of turning heads as of right now. Again, another dark horse. I let y'all know. I'm like, look, I feel this kid there might be something there. I like him a lot for special teams, but you never know. He can surprise you. And I think that's kind of what is starting to develop here with Malik Benson on the offensive side of the ball. You know, the kid has that speed. You know, he's a little bit taller than Trey Tucker. He's about 6 foot, at least built at 6 foot. Don't know, but I think that he does look taller. So he's already making waves with at training camp. What? How do you guys feel about Malik Benson? I'm gonna turn to you this time, Primos.
If I'm Dante Thornton, I'm shaking. If I'm Dante Thornton, I'm shaking. If I'm Jack Bech, I'm shaking. Because we talked about wide receiver 3. Who will be the wide receiver 3? You got Naylor and likely Trey Tucker to fill the wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2 roles. Who is going to be that wide receiver 3? And all I've been hearing coming out of camp, Malik Benson. I don't hear no Besh. I hear all I heard about Thornton was struggling. That's all I've heard tied to Thornton's name was that he was struggling. So I'm hearing more positive things about a 6th-round pick when we drafted a 2nd-round pick and a 4th-round pick, and he's doing better than both those guys so far. Mm-hmm. At least that's what it's looking out from the outside in when it comes to the tweets. But Malik Benson, I was skeptical with him because all I seen with his tape was that he's running deep routes and he's a deep threat. And I'm like, okay, well, we kind of got that already with Trey Tucker, Dante Thornton. But, hey, he is turning heads at camp. It seems he can turn into that wide receiver 3. I wonder if he can get some starting reps, maybe in preseason. Again, I want to see. I think someone said, how does someone put in the section, at least when they're talking about Mendoza, but I want to see with Malik, how does he go against a DB that's not his teammate?
Yeah.
I want to see. That's what I want to see. I want to see what is his route tree other than just going deep? Because that's all I've seen out of him in college at Oregon. I think he does have more of an arsenal than Dante Thornton has, but I want to see it on tape. And I cannot wait for preseason against Cardinals because I do believe these guys that are making noise in camp, we're going to see them get a lot of reps in preseason. I know Kubiak is going to give them a chance. And Malik, I'm excited for him. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him come August 13th against the Cardinals.
Yeah. And Fernando almost connected with Benson yesterday on a deep ball, but that was kind of underthrown and actually was tipped and it was picked off by Greedy Vance. And that was the first interception for Fernando. So he's been trying to go ahead and connect with Benson on a few occasions. But yeah, yesterday that ball was underthrown and then it just got tipped. It was a tip ball and then you got the pick from Vance. But Will, how you feeling about Malik Benson so far?
Hey, bro, with all the reports coming out from Raiders camp that Malik Benson is probably the best wide receiver we have, that's looking like it right now. And look at the offense that Kubiak runs. He excels with those type of guys. Okay, that's what he's looking for. Look at Naylor. Look at Trey Tucker, guys with speed that can get the ball and create separation through slant routes, etc. The one thing with Malik Benson is going to be, again, what Primo just said. What happens when we start lining up against another team? You know, is it that, again, our DBs are so bad? Because they're saying right now that Eric Stokes is looking like Deion Sanders, like everybody's shadow at practice. Jack Bech, where are you? You know, Dante Thornton, Mr. No Hands. I'll be like, those things are all coming to fruition right now. And those little things like that will make it so Malik Benson can have a breakout season, right? If you think about it, right now, who is the number 3 receiver on this team?
Yep. We talked about it. We don't. Don't know.
Malik Benson is right now the way that if we were to suit it up right now, Malik Benson is the number 3 wide receiver on this team.
Mm-hmm.
So can he have a breakout year? Absolutely. Because people are going to look at him and they're going to be like, oh, he was a 6th-round pick. Who gives a fuck that you're a 6th-round pick? Bro, Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick. He's still a dog.
He's on the field for a reason.
Yeah. So let's look at it like that. And I think people are going to underestimate him. He's going to get lost in this offense because people like he's not a primetime name, right? So, yeah, I do believe that he will have maybe a surprise breakout, especially if he can get the ball. I mean, like if he can catch. And this is, again, we're going off what's going on right now, as of right now. We still have a lot of things to see.
Yeah. I would be careful throwing the Tom Brady comparison out there. That's a different animal, bro.
Not saying. I'm just saying.
Animal.
Absolutely, an even different position. I'm just saying that you don't have to be a top round tip pick to be successful in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you put the work in. I think that's what Brady showed is you got to put the work in.
Yeah.
But let me ask you guys, and I want to go ahead and get your take on this. How do you think the wide receiver room is shaping out since we're still on that topic? We know Cousins connected with Naylor and Tucker as well. So how do you guys feeling about just kind of where we're at with that?
I mean, Will is hitting in on the button. Tucker, Naylor, and Benson. That's really your top 3 wide receivers right now. Like we're not hearing any other wide receivers stepping up other than like. I feel like it's becoming the Benson show. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, because it seems like every single day it's Malik Benson did this. Malik Benson caught this for a touchdown. Malik Benson or Tucker's doing this. Naylor's doing this. And I'm over here like, do we only have 3 wide receivers in the room right now? Like,
yeah.
But I think that's the way it's shaping out. That's why I said if I'm Dante or I'm Jack Besh, I'm shaking right now. And Raider Paul, even the other name, EJ Williams, even I believe caught a touchdown. Like you're having names that are stepping up, and we are rooting for Dante. We're rooting for Jack Besh, but Will brought this up. Maybe I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. Could we see Besh and Dante on the bubble of possibly not making this team? And so far, again, we're going based off what is coming out of Raiders camp. You're not hearing anything out of these guys. Nothing. Like you got rookies that are one wasn't even drafted. Another one is a 6th-round pick, and they're making more noise than you guys are. So if I'm being honest, how is this wide receiver shaping out? You got EJ Williams even making a name for himself. Let's see how preseason goes. Let's see how camp, continues to go. If he can still ride that momentum. Like even though Benson is like just having himself like he's just going absolutely bonkers right now in camp, if they can continue that momentum, Will, you may not be wrong, my brother. We might see the last of Besh and Thornton possibly suiting up in the silver and black. Because what did Kubiak say? Not just for the quarterbacks, he's gonna put the best players out there on the field. He doesn't care if you're tied to Spytech or because you're a 2nd-round pick. If there's a wide receiver better than Besh, if there's a wide receiver better than Thornton, i.e. a Malik Benson, he is going to play over those guys. Kubiak made that clear. If there's a better player, I'm not going to sit him just because you're a 2nd-round pick, Jack Besh. If he's better than you, go get him a Gatorade. Like the chat was saying, he's going to be a Gatorade MVP. Go get him some water.
Yeah.
Hey.
This is for me. I don't think they're going to be cut. I don't think they're going to be let go. I do think they'll make the 53, but to your point, yes, I don't see them getting much burn after that. I think with just letting go of something like that. I don't think that's like the best move per se, but it might be a situation where they can always can go ahead and get traded to a different team. That's kind of how we see it. I mean, look, we just went ahead and dealt away Tyree. So
yeah.
It could be
we
that
got
same
something for
situation.
Tyree. Yeah, I can see that. If we got something for Tyree,
And that was like the fucking
I was shocked we even got
hopeless
something for
child,
Tyree.
bro.
Mm-hmm.
That nobody wanted and shit. And like we found we found that dude at home, bro. Found that dog at home. There you go.
Right, go party.
So somebody took him
down
in.
in Louisiana.
Somebody took him in, bro. So that's kind of how I see these two other guys panning out. I believe Thornton did have a touchdown. I believe yesterday. I could be mistaken on that. I'm trying to look through my notes, but I did hear his name pop up. But honestly, with Besh, I haven't really heard anything. I haven't on the notes that I've been reading. I haven't seen his name pop up really once. So I'm like, okay, like, what's the deal with this kid? Like, are we really gonna go ahead and really see him ride the bench this year, and him possibly not being on a team where he gets put on a trade block? I don't know. Maybe that could definitely happen. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. But Will, what are your thoughts as far as the wide receiver room currently and up to week 2?
Bro, it's exactly what we expected. It's the wild, wild west. We don't have anybody that was right there that we said, oh my gosh, that guy's our number one. It's a bunch of dogs fighting it out. A bunch of guys that have no name that are going to try to make a name for themselves as the number one wide receiver, as the Raiders number one, right? Let's be honest. We talked about it. Dante Thornton. I don't give a fuck, man. I love that Jay's so positive, bro. But this dude, bro, they're saying in practice that you're dropping balls. What you going to do in the game? You're doing this in OTAs. You're doing it in practice. You're going to do it in the game. And the biggest thing is these guys are not creating separation. That's what they keep saying. Jack Bech can't create separation. I'm with you guys. Jack Bech, who, bro? Right now, that dude could be the server at In-N-Out Burger, and I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's severe.
Like Jack Bech, bro, they're saying he's not, bro. I haven't heard of him running with the 3s, with the 2s.
Yeah.
I mean, like, so what are you doing?
I think I heard him running with
teams?
the 2s. I think they heard him running with the 2s. Yeah, he had some reps with the 2s, I believe. But I haven't heard him like really run with 1s. So I don't know what exactly is going on there. But let me take this quick moment. Again, appreciate you guys tapping in, rocking with us on this Monday afternoon, Monday night, wherever you guys be at. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit the subscribe on all the channels you see here. Make sure you guys go ahead and share it on all social media platforms, especially shout out to the people on X. Make sure you guys go ahead and retweet this, spread it out to the masses. I'm going to hit up the chat real quick, put up some comments and some questions from y'all. Let's see here. Raider Paul believes Malik Benson is Mendoza's number one wide receiver. Okay. All right. There you go.
Right now, yeah.
Okay.
It looks like it.
Yeah. Cool. Shout out to my guy, Cool Kev. He says Benson is wide receiver 3. Thornton and Bech fighting for Gatorade technician position. There you go, bro. The guys need cold drinks. Make sure they keep hydrated and cool.
Yeah.
There you
like
go.
Like the water boy and the towel boy.
Yeah. Let's see. Ray John says, how did Benson fall to us? What were his flaws? I just think it's just a separation. I mean, just his route running is a little bit. There was some questions with his hands as well. But I felt that he can catch the ball better than Dante Thornton. So I was like, okay, I like the dude because if you guys are tapping in with me on the draft parties, or doing the draft shows, I was like, hopefully we get that dude, and we need a wide receiver. And then, sure enough, we went out and got Malik Benson. Shout out to my guy Raider Rundown, who was with me, and we're like all happy that we ended up getting fucking Malik Benson, man. So there you go. Paul says Naylor, Tucker, Benson, and Bech is his top 4 starters. All right, there you go.
Bech, how is Bech your top 4 starter? Like, bro, what is Bech doing? Please tell me, why is Besh even on your starting rotation?
Well, no, he had him at 4, so I'm assuming he's a fucking rotational piece, bro.
Bro, rotation trash piece, trash man.
There you go. Dixon says Jack Besh will be a Gatorade MVP this season. Damn, damn, poor Jack Besh getting cooked, bro. Let's see here. Shout out to the Select. He says, I'm a firm believer in Naylor. I can see him develop into star wide receiver. Hopefully, man. I think he has the best shot of doing that this year, you know. Him having that, that previous stint with Clint up in Minnesota, and then him really not having hardly any competition for that number 1 spot. So I feel like it's his to lose if he wanted to. The thing with Trey's only good in certain situations. I like Trey Tucker a lot. But just keep it real. We know what he is and know what he ain't. And I don't feel like, he's the best route runner out there. That's not what his thing is. But as far as Naylor, there could definitely be something there for sure. Shout out to our guy, Severe. He says, Jack Besh, find a personnel trainer by this time next year. He going to be working at LA Fitness, dog. He gonna train you for $59.95 every month. There you go. Book your times now. I'm gonna hire that dude, bro. I'll be like, yo, I need to lose a lot of weight, bro.
So one thing with Benson is that he did move schools a lot, but one school his coach got moved to another place, so he went somewhere else, and then I think he went to Bama, and then I forget, he got recruited by Saban or something like that, and then he went somewhere else because of that. You know how that is, man. So they had that go for him also.
Yeah, and then eventually he ended up at Texas Christian. So, yeah. But let me go ahead and kind of swing back into week 2. Let's talk about your guy, Mr. Trey motherfucking Zune. So our guy Trey Zune, he had reps with the 2s and 3s last week, and that still continues. I did want to put this out there because it did come out. Zune took some snaps at right tackle with the 2 so far. How are you feeling about that before I talk about the rest of the offensive line? So give me your thoughts, Will, on what you're seeing from Zune.
On what I'm seeing from Zune? A freaking absolute fucking dog that can play multiple positions, that they are trying them out everywhere. I'll be like, this guy's in there like slimwear. Left tackle, left guard, center, right guard, right tackle. What you want me to do, baby? I'll be like, hey, he is Mr. Do-It-All. Look, man, Meredith got work at center today, and he got 2 snaps that went over Fernando Mendoza's head. If you look at that, I'm like, he could replace that. He's better than Meredith at center. If you got problems with Glaze at right tackle, he can play outside, man. If you got problems with JPJ in at guard, you put him in at right guard. Fuck, if you don't like Buford, you kick out Buford, you put him there. Bro, this guy's an absolute dime piece for the Raiders because of his versatility, his ability to play not just now 4 or 3 to 4 positions on the line. He's playing all 5.
Yeah.
Guys, he's getting looks at all 5 positions. So this just, to me, enhances that pick. It shows me that we did the right thing with picking Trey Zune. That type of versatility is not found just anywhere, bro. So put his motherfucking respect on his goddamn name.
I'm going to post this up. Shout out to the Uzleki with a hot take. He says, bold take, Trey Zune beats the Glaze for that right tackle position. That's just my opinion. Okay, but I don't know, dog. I don't know. All right, I'm going to let Primos go, and then I'm going to give my 2 cents on Trey Zune. Hey. Go ahead, man.
Bro, we thought Trey Zune would have been that left guard. And it seems like they've been comfortable with Buford starting there. Taking snaps at right tackle, I mean, I think we were going into this training camp already saying DJ Glaze is not a lock at right tackle, and we wouldn't want that. He needs to earn that position. But we know the versatility that Trey Zune brings. A lot of people thought he would be a better guard suited at the NFL level, but Kubiak and Spytek, if anyone watches Behind the Shield, they fell in love with Trey Zune for the versatility that he brings. And that's what impressed them, is that he could play all 5 positions and he welcomes it. He welcomes it and he plays well. I think our scouts were talking about that there was this drive at A&M that he played all 5 positions on the line on one drive and didn't struggle at all. And that drive is what made our scouting department and Spytek fall in love with the guy. And to, like Raider Will said, that versatility just doesn't happen. It's not easily found. It is very rare. And this is the time to see where he performs better at right tackle. Like Will said, what if Glaze isn't your answer at right tackle come week 1? Or even down the line, like week 5, week 6, he's still struggling. Oh, hey, Trey Zune, you took some snaps at right tackle in training camp. Let's put that kid in. Or, hey, Buford is struggling at left guard. Trey Zune, you took some snaps at left guard. That's the thing. This guy will take anybody's job. Maybe not Linderbaum's, but he will take anybody's job on that line. So, honestly, this just tells me that starting 5, y'all better work your tail off, because Trey motherfucking Zune is in your rearview mirror ready to take your job. And the thing is, baby, here's my hot take. Once he takes your job, you ain't getting it back.
Hey, there you go. All right. You guys really feeling Trey Zune. Okay. All right. I'm mad at that. I'm
the founder of the Trey Zune fan club, bro.
I guess so, bro, because you've been glazing that dude like fucking like hot honey, bro. Goddamn. But you know what? I like Trey, and I'm like, they're definitely trying to see where he's gonna be dominant now, where he's good at. Obviously, this is kind of the time where you're doing a lot of evaluation. And one thing I can say, I don't think he's going to start, but I think they want to go because he has a lot of potential. I think they really want to go ahead and cultivate that. And I don't think they want to ruin that. So that's why they're having him run with the 2s and 3s. And not to say that he's not going to have an opportunity, to run with the 1s. And I'm pretty sure we're going to go ahead and see something like that within the next, couple of weeks, him running with the 1s, right? That's eventually, I feel it's going to come. But I think for right now, and I think for this season, I think they're going to have him as a utility piece. And I think that's what you said. Well, he could have that opportunity where he can come in the game. Let's say Glaze goes down. We have a guy that can come in at right tackle. One of the guards go down. You can plug him in right there. Or hopefully, I'm not even gonna say it, but he has the capability of coming in as an emergency center, if needed, and that's how versatile this guy is. So I'm liking what I'm hearing and seeing from Zune. He already has some reps at center with the 2s. He did some right guard work with the 3s yesterday. So, there you go. But as far as everybody else on that offensive line, as of yesterday, they had Glaze at right tackle, JPJ at right guard, Linderbaum at center, Rodgers on the left side, and then obviously Colton Miller at the very end of the left side. What are you thinking? How do you guys like that lineup? And then I got a follow-up question that kind of leads into this question, if that makes sense. They don't make sense, but they're going to make sense in a minute. So that line of Glaze, JPJ on the right side, Linderbaum at center, and then you got Rodgers and Miller on the left. How do you guys feeling about that?
I'll let you go, Will.
Oh, man, he's going to let me go first. Hold on. Fucking pump the brakes, bro. What's going on? Yo, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm okay with it. right now, that offensive line does have some synergy. It does have some like teamwork that has been cultivated. If you look at it, that right tackle spot with Glaze and JPJ has worked before. We did use it before, and it has worked before. Now, the question right now, I think, what for Rick Dennison is who's going to fill that left guard spot? Is it Williams? Is it Buford? Is it Zoom? That's where you're going to look at it. And I mean, like at the end of the day, what I'm going to look at is the coaching. And I'm going to trust in Uncle Rico, baby. Rick Dennison is in there doing some work. If you are paying attention and looking at the clips coming out, the man is within an inch of these motherfuckers. I mean, like he is breathing the same oxygen as his offensive lineman in teaching and breaking it down and then getting them down to piece by piece. Which to me, that's what coaching is all about. So I think that experience right there is going to make a world of a difference for a lot of these guys.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned that. Like it's just like different. And I was watching the presser earlier and then somebody got asked that specific question in regards to like, if this kind of feels like a new organization, this year, kind of, and they actually answered like about practices and training camp. This is Jeremy Chin. They interviewed him earlier today, and he was kind of talking about how the practices have been feeling, and this is kind of all makes sense a little bit to what you just said.
Yeah, it does actually. I mean, we watched some clips from practice yesterday in the team meeting. It's like, wow, it's almost like not embarrassing in a way, but it's like, I mean, we're so much better now. Looking at certain things from last year.
Kind of like a.
Yeah. So there you go. He said that he kind of wanted to say like, we kind of look fucking trash, bro, without saying like we look like trash. Type of. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That's kind of what I gathered from that video clip. So he's saying like everything is more purposeful, with the purpose, more efficient, and the way they're running the training camp this year. So I think it kind of speaks volumes to everything that we're kind of seeing. And like to your point, Will, like you have Rick Dennison that's like literally in the trenches right there, right next to his guys and just coaching him the fuck up, which we didn't see that last year. I don't know what the fuck Brandon Carroll was doing. I think he was like talking to people in the stands at training camp.
That's the thing, though,
from
Jay.
what I heard, bro.
Yeah, and that's the thing, Jay. You just hit it on the head. Brandon Carroll wasn't there. It was reported multiple times that John Spytek had to come down, coach the offensive line, that the offensive line was communicating with the running back saying, how do you want me to block it? Because I'm not being told how you want me to block it. So, again, that was total failure from the coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
So you're absolutely correct in that aspect, bro. Look, the coaching was shit.
Yep, exactly.
And I think Chin wanted to say it, but of course he's not gonna say it.
Yeah, I think he caught himself.
I think he caught himself because I'm like, oh no, hey bro, Chin said it. We all know it was ass last year. We all know it.
Well, and I mean, like when you evaluate yourself, when you can see things, when you're being coached up, when you're being taught, bro, that's when you see it. And that's why I always say people go like, oh, well, these guys are in the NFL. They still want to be coached. They still want to be better. I mean, like, it's not that all of a sudden these guys know every single scheme and know exactly how you want to run things as a coordinator. You have to teach all those things. There's different things that you want to see. So at the end of the day, man, I'm like, what they're seeing is they're being coached up.
Yeah.
And they're able to evaluate tape.
Yeah.
And we're nothing without coaches. And this is just speaking back to my baseball days. I didn't learn how to field a grounder without a coach. I didn't learn how to hit a baseball without a coach. Like you are nothing when it comes to the players. You are nothing without the coaches in the building. And if you have a bad coach, you will know you have a bad coach. And I know Jeremy Chin, he's seen that last year. And to Will's point, he wants to get better. And the only way he's going to get better is if he's got the right coaches in the building, helping him get better, helping the offensive line get better, helping the defensive line get better. And definitely, Rick Dennison in the short amount of time has already proven that he's a better offensive line coach than Brendan Carroll was last year.
Yep, exactly. 100%. Let me kind of segue into this. That also kind of correlates with the offensive line for the right tackle position. But our guy Max Crosby, is he already setting the tone? Ever since from that day 3 and on, he's been really dominant. Up to the point where today he actually beat DJ Glaze to get a sack and to get a sack on Cousins. So Max Crosby doing the thing, but might be again a little struggle with Glaze. Not quite sure yet, right? I think there's still some more to be proven there. But I still think that right tackle position may be up for grabs. I don't know. How do you guys feel about Max, about the knee, about his performance up to par? What are you guys thinking about that?
Max is doing Max things. I mean, this is kind of like how I said with Brock. It's not surprising that, he's eating up our offensive line. He's Max. But getting around DJ Glaze for a sack, that just shows me that one, Max is dominant, but also DJ Glaze will welcome that. I mean, that's one of the best in the game that you're losing a rep to. Hopefully it lights a fire up DJ Glaze's ass and he gets back to it and he tries to get some revenge on Max Crosby. But when it comes to how I evaluate his knee and evaluate his speed, when it comes to the knee recovery, I think we're probably going to get that answer when we get that scrimmage against Houston. You're going against another football team. I'm not saying Max is going to keep giving, he's not going to give 100% against us, but I want to see how you fare against another tackle that's, not the Raiders, but I mean, he's dominating our offensive line. I mean, and I hope it's not because our offensive line is shit. I really hope not, but
that's a question too. So
yeah, so that's why I want to see a different team that he lines up against, because I do want to see how he does when we're evaluating that knee injury. Is he back to 110, 100%? I mean, he looks like it in practice, but practice and game, game time is different. So
yeah, exactly.
Will we see him in preseason? That's another thing. Will we see him in preseason? That's another question I asked. I know I've said I want to see all the starters, but Max, are they going to keep it safe with him, given the fact that he's coming off an injury? We don't know. But yeah. I believe he is. He's setting the tone because, again, we're talking about him coming off an injury and he's still out there, making a difference on the defense. So that's what your leader does. That is exactly what your leader does, and nothing short of it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think he really is. And I don't think that knee is any type of concerns at this point anymore. I think, was it day 1 and 2? He was just obviously, when you come back from an injury, when you come back from surgery, where you really haven't been working it out the way you really should, and you're on full go, yeah, you're probably gonna think about it twice. And I think that's kind of what the case was. I think it was just a mental thing where it's oh fuck, hopefully I felt the stretch. What the fuck? I felt a little pop. I'm like, no man, they just stretching. So it could have been just that. So it's good to see that he's out there lining up. But again, could that be a little bit cause concern for this offensive line? Again, we've already put out there that the right tackle position is some concern. We don't know if DJ Glaze is going to be able to correct the regression he had last year. So, you can kind of interpret it either way. But I don't know. Well, what are your thoughts with Max and his performance up to date?
Do you smell what the Rock is cooking, baby? Because the man has a chip on his shoulder the size of a boulder. I'm telling you right now, man, Max Crosby is flying around showing people that he is 100%. This dude just got told that he is not good enough for a trade. He just got taken back like yesterday's news, bro. got treated badly. What you think this man is going to do? He's going to come from day one to show everybody in that building and show everybody around him that he is all business. Bro, so come on, man. When we talk about this, are we surprised? Come on, we talked about it. This year is already going to be Max's year. Why? Because, bro, people talk shit on your name. You're not good enough. You're too injured. You're too old. You had too many surgeries. You can't do this. You don't have enough sacks. Bro, did you know that Max Crosby has 133 TFLs in his first 7 seasons, which puts him in the top 3? People don't look at that, right? Because TFLs is not a stat. So him coming in like this and terrorizing Glaze and Colton Miller is nothing but a good thing for our guys.
Yeah.
Why? Max Crosby's always been known as a practice wrecker. Bro, he's known as a guy that goes full tilt 100%.
Yeah.
So guess what? These guys are getting one of the best 4 defensive ends going against them every single day in practice at 100%. Tell me you ain't going to get better.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got to say about that. Strictly business.
There you go. Really quick, let me go ahead and hit up the chat. Again, appreciate you guys pulling up and tapping in. Let's see here. John says trade JPJ ASAP. Okay, wow. Bold take. There you go. Our guy Cool Kev says Zune will be sending Glaze to the Greyhound. Damn. No fucks given today, bro. All right. Hey, I'm liking it, bro. All good. Shout out to our guy 805 in the building. I will tap in and we'll talking trash about my Meredith again. On the nice pal. What's good, my guy? Salute to you. Appreciate you, my guy. Let's see here. There you go. Shout out to my guy Alec in the building. Yep, Dean and Walker putting in work together. That's right, bro. For sure. Let's see here. Severe says Brennan was looking into ways to get that inheritance early. Hey, bro. Plotting, scheming, I don't know, man. I leave that up to the soap operas. But don't. I wouldn't be surprised if I see that fucking Netflix come out like, why did I kill my dad? You know? Like, I don't know, dog. I don't know. There's something afoot at Raiders training camp. Could have started there. Oh man, but yeah. Let's see here. All right, but let me kind of go ahead and shift over to this, and I think this is also what we wanted to go ahead and talk about. And I'm gonna kick it to Will in a second. But the rookies making an impact in the secondary. I'm gonna put this out there. Because Masses making waves, the dark horse, going out there, already had reps with the ones, and he's turning heads. And I talked about it on Saturday. He's been out there turning heads, and a lot of good things coming out from camp about Masses. I know I caught the presser for Clint, and they asked about Masses, and he said he didn't know. He didn't really see him out there, but he was going to go ahead and look at the tape. Not that they really had the pads on, and just kind of seeing his progress out there. But how do you guys feel in about these rookies? And also, Jamal McCoy also starting to go ahead and turn. Is he starting to turn the corner as well? He's been running with the twos. He's been standing out with the twos. So he's been the clear-cut standout when he's been playing with the second team. So what could that mean there? Is he ready to go ahead and run with the ones, and could he stand out there? So the secondary heating up, but I'm gonna kick it to Will. The rookie's making an impact in the secondary. Can you safely say that?
Ooh, baby. Hey man, right now Porter is on freaking he's on call right now. I'm telling you right now, he feels that heat because he struggled today.
Mm-hmm.
So when he struggled and you see, hey, McCoy, getting reps with the 2s and the 3s and working his way up into the 1s, 2s, and 3s reps, right? Now, my thing with him is going to be what happens when impact, when tackling, when high things like that start tackling. Is that knee going to be able to hold that up? That's going to be another question, right? Like if you're in coverage and you're running stride for stride with the guy, great. What happens when you have to meet that guy? Make a tackle, embrace yourself. That's where I want to see that. It's a kind of masses, man. Woo, big dog. You have been just making waves all over this league and making people know, hey, what is my name? Because, hey, all I hear is all preseason long Ezekiel Masses. Ezekiel Masses making, he's staying with it. He's staying in coverage. He's staying side by side with these guys. He's learning. Jeremy Chin coming out today and saying that he relies on his technique to make up the difference, which is a huge thing, man. I mean, like, that's where a lot of guys falter is their technique. Mm-hmm. They'll go outside their technique in order to make up for things, and that's where they mess up. So when you're getting high praise from a guys, but again, our defensive back room was always what? Weak, shallow. Mm-hmm. We didn't have anybody. Yeah. So when you're talking about the rookies making impacts there, I'm thankful. One, because we're going to probably get better in that department. But two, I'm also cautious and cautiously optimistic. One, because we don't have very good wide receivers that are testing them on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. And two, again, we were terrible defensive backfield last year. So I'll be like, we have to show a lot in order for those things to happen. But I'm excited that the rookies are making an impact.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, Primos, what are your thoughts with the rookies making an impact in the secondary? How you feel about Zeke Massis and Jermon McCoy?
I'm gonna piggyback off of Will. I mean, you're excited, but it's like you got to be cautiously optimistic. You made a very, very good point, Will. The wide receivers are going against. They're not really going against one of the best wide receiver rooms in the NFL. So it is going to be very interesting when you put Masses against even a number 2 on another team. There's a lot of there's number 2s out there that could be a number 1 on other teams. Fortunately, I don't think he's going to see him this preseason. You got the Cardinals, maybe Marvin Harrison Jr.'s out there, and you put Masses on him just to see what he can do. That is a matchup. If Marvin Harrison is out there, I'll put Masses on him.
Bro, I can cover Marvin Harrison Jr. right now. Have you not seen the tape? He's dropping everything. I can cover him. Put me out there.
Hey, you got to build Masses' confidence somehow, right? No, but in all seriousness, it's I'm excited for him because the corner room we've been trying to find a corner 2 to pair up with Stokes. Stokes had a good year last year. He seems he's riding that momentum from last year, and he's continuing to take that step and being that corner 1 for us. But who's going to be? We've been asking that question all season long. Who's going to be that corner 2? Is it going to be Massis? Is it going to be Porter? Is it going to be McCoy? And we're seeing a three-legged race from those 3. And McCoy, I think McCoy and Massis, they took snaps with the 1s today together. So Porter was odd man out. So I'm interested to see going forward, is Porter going to continue being that odd man out? Because I heard he struggled. It was a bad practice day for Porter today. He was getting cooked off the line or off of breaks, I believe. It was mainly the comeback routes that he was struggling with today. So that's a cause for concern for me, because those are usually corners' dreams. So they could bite, they could jump those comebackers, possibly get a pick. You're seeing Massis and McCoy take advantage of those, and you're seeing Porter eating dirt off of those routes. So again, how does Porter respond? That's what I'm going to be looking at. How does Porter respond, and can Massis and McCoy continue, riding the momentum into preseason game 1?
And I'm gonna also say something too here. With Porter, man, we have to be a little bit patient. He's a converted safety. So on those comebacks, he's gonna have those issues because he's probably gonna give up too much cushion and not rely on his technique in order to either T-step or backpedal out of that and then break out. So I'd be like, that's where like we have to be patient with him in order to know, hey, how to use him, right? So again, I'd be like, just things they're learning.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna say this, bro. If Jamal McCoy gets to the ones, bro, somebody's job is fucking at stake. I don't give a damn, bro. And to see Zeke Masses there, you know, I think right now, bro, that whole corner room, I think it's up in the air, man. I think it could go either way. I mean, you know, Stooks is a vet, and you know, you would normally think, okay, he probably gets that shirt like cinched up. I don't think it's that locked in. I think they can. There's always room for somebody to fucking surprise somebody else. I think the way that scenario might go, though, I think Stooks does win the cornerback one job, and then I think if they go ahead and give Jamad, they all go ahead. It's gonna be him on number 2, bro. And then we see Masses as a rotational guy with Jamad. It could definitely go that way. I don't know, but it's starting to shape out that way. The thing is that they're kind of they're not trying to put Jamad out there too fast, too quick. So that's why you're seeing them holding him back on the 2s. But he's standing out so evidently, like he don't belong there. That's not where he be at. I mean, he'll be there all day, and he's gonna do what he does best. But he really needs to be with the ones. He's a starter level guy. I mean, for all intents and purposes, if it wasn't for the injury, this guy would have gone like number 10 or something like that. You know, 15, somewhere around that mark. I don't know offhand what his actual projection was, but I think it was like between 10 and like 15, somewhere around the middle. I don't know. But this guy, if you get him in the first round, he's a starter. He's a day one starter, and that's what you're seeing from him. So I think with Jamad, it's all like a wait and see type of situation. But I want Masses to go ahead and continue doing what he does best. And you never know. This kid is definitely going to make the 53, and I feel like he's going to definitely get some burn. It's just going to be a close battle to see who's going to win that starter spot. It's really hitting up in that cornerback room. So very exciting right now. And then Eric Stokes also, you know, like I said, is he really locking down that spot? You know, he was really sticking in coverage today. He had a really good day. You know, and so there's definitely leadership there, but it's like everything I feel is contested. How do you guys feel about Eric Stokes? What do you guys think about that situation? Am I full of shit? Or like, okay, could it be something to it? I don't know. Y'all let me know. How you guys feeling?
I want to back up the train a little bit. I want to back up the train a little bit because you're saying Stooks playing outside. Stooks got burned twice today.
I mean, that's Stokes. Sorry, Stokes.
Oh, Stokes. Okay.
Yeah, Stokes. Sorry.
Okay, so,
yeah,
because I was like, wait, Stokes.
I'm like, I have Eric Stokes. Yeah, sorry. Stokes is like super close, bro. But I had the Eric Stokes,
Stookie Stoke combo.
Yeah, I was like, that dude is fighting for his life in the slot right now. But let's look at it like this, man. I'm like, I think Eric Stokes is our best corner right now. And I mean, like, when you look at it, if he's blanketing our guys and the other guys are not blanketing guys, then I'd be like, he's obviously our top flight corner. And then he's going to have to look at it and we're going to have to man him up and see what he does this year. Last year, he had a great year. This year, he got paid. And they're saying that he's taking that leadership role, which is crucial in that DB room, right? Showing the guys the rope, showing the young guys how to come in and how to be a professional. All those things are crucial for Stokes to be the veteran leadership in that locker room, and then as our number one DB. And that's what he is right now. You're not bullshitting on that, bro. I'll be like, I don't see another guy in that locker room right now that is able to take his job. Mm-hmm. And now he's taking a more vocal part. So is Jeremy Chin. You know, so you're going to see those older guys take a more vocal leadership role, which is invaluable to this team. So yeah, man, I see Eric Stokes as our number one corner, and everybody else is fighting it out.
Okay. All right. Primos, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, that's how I see it. Eric Stokes, I mean, going into even before the draft, before free agency, unless we found a corner that was better than Eric Stokes, I was going into the season that Eric Stokes was going to be corner one. Unless, come training camp, he, shits the bed and is, giving up big play after big play. But no, he is proving his spot to locking down that corner one spot. The question is who's going to be his right hand man on the other side at the corner too. For me, with Eric Stokes, it's going to come down to what he struggled with in Green Bay and what a lot of us was concerned with when we signed him, and that was his durability. Is he going to be injury prone? You just got paid, and what is the one thing we see when guys get paid? They start getting injured. They start, not being as available as you would, hope for them to be with the contract that they sign. So I'm hoping he can, again, stay healthy. He did it last year. That was, one of the big concerns that I've had last year going into the season with Eric Stokes. And when he was healthy, he played well. He had a good season. So I'm expecting the same. All he has to do is stay healthy, and he has the talent to be a corner one for the Raiders. He has, he's showing it. He showed it last year. He showed it with Green Bay, took him in the first round for a reason. The only issue was his availability, and your best ability is availability. So Green Bay, he couldn't stay healthy. He was bouncing around, found a way on the Raiders, stayed healthy for one season, got paid, and I'm rooting for Stokes, man. I'm hoping that he can continue to stay healthy and continue to be at least some part of the answer for a Raiders true lockdown corner. Can he be that lockdown corner? I don't see it. I think McCoy would eventually come in to be that lockdown corner if he can stay healthy. But hey, he's showing some good signs in camp. But again, same thing we said about Masses and McCoy. Look at the wide receiver room you're going against. You're not really going against an impressive wide receiver room. So again, I'm giving you your flower, Stokes, but at the same time, I'm looking at the competition you're going against, and it's not impressive. It doesn't wow me. So when you go against, a guy like Jalen Waddle that's in our division now, like, can you lock him down? Can you blanket him? That's a speedster that you're gonna have to be going against, or even Cortland Sutton from Denver, or even though he's more of a slot, Lad McConkey or Quentin Johnston. Like Quentin Johnston took the league by storm last year, and it seemed he's found his footing in the NFL. I'm highlighting our divisional rivals wide receivers because that's what it's going to come down to. A lot of people want to talk about this all subject about our schedule, but I'm looking at our division first, and that's what it's going to come down to with this team when it comes to our corner rooms, our wide receiver rooms, and you guys win those battles with our division. That's what I want to see. And we got high-powered offenses in our division. So we're talking about, and this secondary is gonna be the big unit that has to step up when it comes to going against these wide receivers. So yeah, Stokes is gonna be that guy. Are you gonna be the guy to lock down that number one receiver? Because if you take Cortland Sutton out of the game, or you take out Quentin Johnston out of the game, that opens up so many possibilities for us to start getting pressure on Justin Herbert or Bo Nix. Because if they can't find their number one guys, that means they're going to hold the ball a little bit longer. And now Max and the D-line can eat.
There you go. And I'm going to go, and still speaking on that secondary, and I put, again, showing you the poll real quick. This is a poll that we put out earlier. Fernando struggling in week 2. Is Fernando's performance this week cause for concern or no big deal? Let us know in the chat. 1 for no big deal. 2, if you feel it's any type of concern for you, let us know down in the chat. Appreciate you guys rocking with us. I'm going to go ahead and flip this because we're still talking about the secondary. The battle at nickel and safety. So Stokes have not. Yeah, not Stokes. No, Rick Stokes. All right, there you go. Got it right. Stokes. Tomato. Potato. All right. So Stokes has not gotten any first team reps as of yet. Now I don't know if that's a cause for concern in itself as well, because again, this is a guy that we got to believe at 38, pick 38 in the second round. So for him not to get any burn yet in the with the first team, I don't know. You think of what you want on that part, right? But as of right now, he was beat twice. He did allow catches to Jalen Naylor and Devin Tompkins. He was also flagged for a holding call. So, he didn't agree with that call as well. Terrion Johnson also did have a pick, I believe, late last week. And then, but today he did get beat by Brock Bowers a couple times. And then I know he did get beat as well on that. Oh, my bad. That was Masses. But he did get beat by Brock today a couple times in the slot as well. So how do you guys feel about that secondary, about the nickel and the safety positions as far as free safety? Is there a cause of concern for Stooks? How are you guys feeling about that?
Hell yeah, there's a cause for concern, bro. I'm concerned because every second round draft pick on this team for the past 3 years isn't an automatic starter like it's supposed to be. Let's look at it. Hey, JPJ fighting for that right guard spot. Jack Besh who? That guy's the water boy. Now we're talking about Stooks not getting first team reps. I'd be like, come on, man. We have to hit on these picks. First pick, second pick in the draft have to be hits. If not, it's like Severe just said, just straight out of it. Because we're not getting quality players. So my concern is that Stooks is getting burned in coverage when he's known to be in the ball hawk. Now, if it's, again, I'm not there. Now, if it's Bowers burning him and taking him to the spank shack, not as concerning, right? But if it's Malik Benson or Trey Tucker taking this dude to the spank bank, then
Devin Tompkins, like, who the hell is that guy?
or Dante Hightower? Yeah, I'm concerned. You know what I mean?
For real.
When we look at that, you have to have some concern about that because these are quality picks that should be automatic starters for the Raiders. Now, am I overly concerned? Absolutely not, because that's why we brought in guys like Terrion Johnson that got burned twice today too by Brock Bowers. So at the end of the day, man, things like that are going to happen. But yes, I am concerned because he should be at least pushing Terrion Johnson in that first pick. Now, maybe the Raiders have a different idea of how they're going to use him. Now, I don't know. But again, my concern is that Stooks is letting guys get past him. And him for being a known ball hawk, bro, that's concerning. You're either being overly aggressive or you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah. Well, to Tehran's defense, Brock's a different animal, bro. you gotta cut that dude a break. You're going up against the best tight end in the game, dog. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. That's hard for anybody. I don't really give a damn who the fuck you are. But there you go, Tehran. Give me a little bit of credit, dog. Prebuzz, how are you feeling about the nickel and free safety? And is there a cause of concern for Stooks?
I wasn't gonna be a cause for concern for Terrion. I agree, Jay. I'm not really gonna speak on that part because Brock is taking you to the spank shack every day of the week. It doesn't matter. Now with Stooks, we'll hit it on the point. Which second round pick has panned out for us? You can even go before JPJ. What second round pick has panned? I can't remember our last second round pick. You could maybe put DC up there, 2014, playing for us for 9 years. But Jack Besh, as we said it, he could be on the trade block. JPJ is fighting for one of the guards, and now you got Stooks having UDFAs burn him in practice. That is very, very concerning, but we said it going into training camp. This is the time to make mistakes. Now, I don't know. Could it be a mental thing that he just doesn't know what he's doing? he's out of position. I could see him being overly aggressive because we talked about the ball hawking ability. But what comes with the ball hawking ability is aggressiveness to play the ball. Either you're going to jump the route because you want to intercept the ball and you bid on a pump fake or whatever the case may be, but you're getting beat in coverage. And that is a cause for concern for me because you are a second round pick. They traded back to get you. Like they didn't even, it's not like they traded up or selected you where they were at.
Aidan O'Connell. Could have had a fucking actual nose. They said no.
Caden McDonald was up there. Boston was up there. A true wide receiver that you could have put on the outside from next to Naylor. There was other talent that was up there on the board, but no, they wanted you. They picked you, trading Stukes with the second round. And 38. Yes, that's the thing. It's that 38 is a pretty that's a premier draft pick. That is so. This is a cause for concern. Level. This is a very, very cause for concern because when I heard, I'm like, Malik Benson has been killing it in practice, so that's not a surprise. But then I hear Devin Tompkins beating you. Who the hell is this guy?
Tubes.
And I'm like, Stukes, you're getting beat by someone I need to do my homework on because apparently he's talented enough to cook you in practice.
Yeah.
So
100%.
That's for me a cause because this is again, I don't want to. He made it to the NFL. He's on an NFL team. But Stukes, these are the guys that you should be locking down if you're a second round pick. These are the guys that you should be having no struggle with, that you should not be letting get open. Again, if it's a Brock Bowers, give you some leeway. If it's Naylor, I could give you some leeway too because Naylor's a veteran. Naylor learned from Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. I could give you a little bit of leeway. But when it's the Trey Tuckers and below that are beating you, no excuses, bro. Like you better come tomorrow. You better start locking down some ass.
Bro, if you can't cover Trey Tucker, how you gonna cover Justin Jefferson?
Exactly. How you gonna cover Ladd McConkey? Bro, McConkey will kill Stukes with his route running. If he's struggling against our wide receiver 4s and 5s. Mm-hmm. And we're talking about putting this guy at the nickel? Guarding, we got McConkey in the Chargers week 2. Are we going to see McConkey get close to 200 yards on Stukes and Terrion Johnson?
No, bro. Maybe.
That's where we struggled a lot is the nickel. We talked about our outside corners, but we still haven't figured out who will be that nickel to lock it down. And it seems that's what that other teams know that. They always want to put their wide receiver 1 in the nickel, put McConkey in the nickel, or put Cortland Sutton. He's more of an X, but you think Jalen Waddle won't? Hey, I see Stukes in the nickel. I'm going to go line up against Stukes. This is what will concern me. If Stukes is struggling against wide receiver 4s and 5s, just like Will said, who's to say you can't lock down those guys? What makes us think that you're going to lock down like a Justin Jefferson? But like I said, I'm thinking division-wise. How can you lock down Ladd McConkey? Because so far the Raiders have been having no answer for that guy. McConkey has been a Raiders defense shredder. Mm-hmm. Past times we played the Chargers. And you need a nickel to lock him down.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in agreement with you guys. I feel that it is a cause for some concern, man. I mean, I like Stukes. I had him on my big board when we were doing the whole draft thing. I didn't have him at 38 though, but I had him farther down the draft.
I don't think anybody had him 38.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm like, like Sabria said, I think we're gonna have to start trading away our second rounders, bro. Because they I don't know, for whatever reason that round pick doesn't fucking work. I don't know. Maybe it's the Chris of John Spytek. I don't know, bro. But yeah, I mean, by now we should see him be at. When you get picked at 38, you're a potential starter, or you should be starter level at that point. So we should see him with the ones, or at least taking some reps with the ones. We haven't seen nothing as of yet. That doesn't mean to say like tomorrow it won't happen. It could definitely happen tomorrow. Tomorrow could be the day. We don't know. We're just fucking assuming and talking some fucking shit, right? It would be totally wrong. And now we got to eat crow next week and be like, hey, you know what? They started up the following day. It could be essentially that, right? But if he's already getting cooked by Naylor and, you know, some UDFA guy, yeah, that is a big deal. And obviously it is training camp. It is like the second day where they have pads on. And so they're still trying to go ahead and feel it out there, right? But we should have seen something by now as him being a standout. He should be almost at the same level to Jermon McCoy as far as standing out in the twos.
Yeah.
He should be standing out in the twos.
Yes.
But that's not the case. So there's some questions there for sure. You know, his tape, he looked good, but at this point it could be just the performance jitters at this level. I don't know. It could be a mental thing, like you said. We're not really sure. Hopefully he finds his way, he turns it around and shows why he's actually was picked correctly at 38. But as of right now, we have not seen anything indicative of him worthy of that number 38 pick. Just keep it a bean. Let's keep it real. He hasn't shown anything to prove that he is that guy. So I want to see what happens there. Like I said, I'm still sticking to my guns. I feel that he's going to be competing for that free safety spot, and then he's going to definitely be in the mix with the Johnsons for the nickel. But I think Tehran's kind of separating himself from these other two guys as of right now. That could change. Still got a long training camp and long preseason to go. So we'll see what happens for sure. I'm going to take a quick bit to go ahead and tap into the chat. Again, appreciate you guys rocking with us on this Monday afternoon, Monday night. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit the subscribe on the channels. My guy Primo's over there at Raider Primos, and then my guy Will over here at Silver and Black Radio Podcast, and then I am Just Raiders Baby. Make sure you guys hit that like. It really does help to go ahead and support the shows and get the shows out there for sure. And then on my chat, I got the subscriber mode. So if you guys want to go, you guys are new and want to participate in the chat, just hit that subscribe. That way you can go ahead and be involved in the chat. And then if you're on X, jump on over to YouTube and be part of that chat as well. Shout out to my guy 805. He says massive concern. Mendoza looking like UDFA quality. Just playing in. I was waiting for it, dog. I was waiting for it all show long. Shout out to Sabi.
Stuke's 30 years old.
You should be hitting the ground running by now. Goddamn. Right, bro. You should already be like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go ahead and get that fucking nickel spot, bro. On lock.
This man is one contract away from retirement.
There you go. Hey, Adolfo's never heard of a spank shack. This sounds like the place you don't go by choice unless you're Will.
Well, don't move to North Carolina, bro. Hey, if you move to North Carolina, you'll find out what that is.
Oh man, there you go. Let's see.
I think Jimmy G's gonna hit up Raider Wolf. Like, so I heard there's a spank shack in town.
Right? Yeah, bro. Let's see. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I totally forgot about. Yeah. See, we just signed Tompkins last week, and that guy's like 5'8". Like, how is he? Yeah. How are you getting cooked, bro?
And that's what Mike wasn't like severe. Like, that should be a guy that you should not be letting get behind you.
Yeah.
And again, it comes back to, hey, was it a technique thing, or was it like you didn't know? Like, hey, you just went to the wrong spot and you got burned.
Yeah.
Or was this a one-on-one drill?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think that's where, like, it's concerning, but we're not overly concerning. Now, if this is like come preseason week 1 against the Cardinals and you're getting killed during game time, that's where the worry like starts to go up. Right. Because this ain't practice no more. This is like a game. Now, again, preseason game, but still, this is where you're fighting to get starting reps. And as a second round pick, Stooks should be in the starting lineup come week 1. And if he's not, that is concerning.
Yeah. Shout out to Jeff Garrison. I'm in the building. He says, any given Sunday, they're all talented. It takes one false step to get burned. Give them time. I get that, bro. But this is the thing. It's like this is not like day 2 or day 3. We're like, day 5, right? And so this is the second week of training camp. And then for them not to get burned on, for Stooks not to get burned with the ones, it's a little bit of cause of concern, and to get cooked by a guy who we just signed last week, who's like literally like 5 inches tall, like smaller than you, and you're getting cooked. That's a cause for concern, bro. So I get the optimism, and like I said, it is a long training camp. And we got preseason right in the corner, so there's opportunities for them to go ahead and rebound and improve. But right now, what we're seeing, Stooks is not worthy of that second round pick, in my opinion. Right now, he's not showing it. So, don't know. Could that be the case next week? Don't know. It could totally change. I could be eating my hat next week, and I'll be like, all right, I was totally fucking wrong, and what the fuck do I know? I'm a fucking idiot. I use a fucking force with,
and that's what we want. We want these guys to respond positive. Like, you're gonna have a bad day. Anyone who's played sports, you've had a bad day at practice, but it all matters how you respond the following practice. So if Stooks can come tomorrow and kill it, and we'll be back here next week. Be like, oh shit, bro, we're looking like idiots now.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully that's the case, bro. Because I want him to pan out, and I've seen his tape, and I'm actually excited about him. So for me to like find out that he's not gaining, he hasn't played with the ones yet, it's like, what's really going on there? But we'll see. Let me go ahead and kind of shift over to these two positions, still staying on the defensive side of the ball. I wanted to go ahead and bring this up because I've mentioned his name before, and I'm going to mention this. I'm two guys' names right now, and one guy is really picking up steam. So Cian Sloan took some reps with the ones today. And he, like I said, like when this guy got signed, I was really happy when that happened. And this guy is a UDFA signing. I think he's from Arkansas. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, right?
No, you're right. Am I right? He's from Arkansas.
Is it from Arkansas or is it Sorry?
Yeah,
because I know Sorry. I think is from Arkansas.
Sloan, I think is from Arkansas.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong though. I'm gonna just say that.
Check.
But when I saw he got signed, man, this guy had a lot of potential. And then OTAs early on in the offseason, he looked impressive. But now he's actually starting to get some. Oh
my bad, North Carolina State.
North Carolina State. See, I knew I was wrong. That's Sorry. Sorry is from Arkansas. There you go. And then, but this guy, Tonka Hemingway, is he really making a splash? So his name is starting to pop up more and more and more. And we have a little bit of tape from last year, and he looked good. So could there be something there with Tonka Hemingway brewing? Could he be that guy that could potentially be competing for a potential starting job this year in this defensive line? How do you guys feel about these two guys coming out of camp and everything surrounding kind of the hype between Tonka and seeing the flashes that we saw last year with him? Go ahead. Bimos.
All right. Hey, I got some notes today. Tonka could have had a sack on Kirk, and for me, that's the main thing that stood out for me. A guy outside of Max Crosby getting a sack on a quarterback, providing pressure. Can he make a splash? Definitely he can make a splash. I believe anybody on the defensive line can make a splash. Now, specifically Tonka, he's been getting mentored by Max Crosby, been working with him closely. That's the best, teacher you can possibly have next in your corner and lining up against. he's doing the right things in camp. He's not only is he, working hard, making sure he's staying healthy, but he's also getting after it, putting pressure on the quarterback, getting sacks on the quarterback. Again, we're gonna have to see how it looks, on the gridiron when live football is being played. But this is the type of things we're talking about that we want to hear out of our guys. We want to hear those positive things. Of course, you want to take a grain of salt, still very early, but this is where you want to start making those splashes, especially with the tape that we seen last year. We said potential. We've always said that there's potential for Tonka to, like, the ceiling is higher. This is the year that he needs to take that next step and continue to climb the ladder and reach his full potential. And already, making the splash, pads on, and it's time to get physical with those big boys up front, and you're already getting the sack on the opposing quarterback. Those are the things I'm excited to hear. Now with Sloan, this is the guy that wasn't even drafted. And you know what's funny? Bro? He's getting first team reps before Stooks. A guy who was drafted. Damn. So, like, dun, dun, dun. I think that says a lot in itself. Exactly. So I think that says a lot, to Sloan's talent. The coaching staff definitely sees something in him. How are they going to use it? We've always talked about depth. That is what is missing with the linebacker room, is the depth there outside of Quay, outside of Dean. Who else does the Raiders have at the linebacker position? Not really much there to offer. But you got some guys in Sloan that is stepping up. I know people were talking about Eichenberg. I think it was more of a special teams rep that he had a good play on. But we need some answers when it comes to the depth. Now, Sloan taking a first team rep. I want to see if we can see that come preseason, that he gets maybe a starting nod out there for, a couple series or two. That is definitely a step in the right direction for him. So I'm definitely excited for those young guys. Because they're earning those spots. The coaches are giving them an opportunity, and it seems they are taking advantage of every opportunity that these coaches are giving them.
Mm-hmm. Well, what are your thoughts with these two guys, Sloan and Tonka?
Man, I almost forgot their name. Fucking people talk so much. Now
I was almost gonna go on him, bro.
I love my young guys, man. They making a name. They making a name for themselves, man.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you like this. What I like is that Sloan is a fiery guy. He got into it with Tommy Eichenberg at practice today. Him and Eichenberg had a little discussion, heated discussion. I like the heat, man. I like that the guy is coming in with a chip on his shoulder, UDFA. Yeah, I'll be like, you're going and looking at those things. And then you say, hey, at the end of the day, I'm like, with Tonka Hemingway, we saw flashes of what he could do last year. And this is just his continued development, right? To continue to grow, and I like it. I love it because it's a homegrown player. It's not somebody that we brought in. It's somebody that we have within our system. Is going to be homegrown. Robbie knows what he can do. And watch him flourish this season, man. I saw a lot of Tonka Hemingway, a lot of his flashes last year, and I'm like, man, if he can just get some consistency up there, watch out, man. We got a legitimate D tackle.
Yeah. Let me give you some stats real quick from last year from Tonka. So last year he had 8 solo tackles, 1 assisted. He had 4 sacks. 4 sacks in 2025. 1 stuffed, and then 1 pass defended. So he already gained how many did Max get last year? Like 8?
10.
10?
Had 10. And the next highest guy had 4. So that he was right there with
He's
him.
right there on par, yeah. And this is a rookie. This is a rookie coming out, last year. He's a 4th round pick. So I think there's something definitely going to be brewing here. I know Jeff said Tonka's big enough to become a legit nose tackle. I think he's still a little bit undersized as of right now. I think he needs to go ahead and get a little bit more mass, a little bit more weight. Not that much. We're talking about 10, maybe 15 pounds. He's, ideally, I think for that position, maybe 305 to 315 is kind of the ideal if you want to go on the leaner side. But yeah, right now he's a little bit too thin. But I just like everything that I'm hearing and seeing from Tonka, and he has that speed. He was involved in a lot of big plays. I'm sorry, some big plays last year that I saw, and so keep a lookout for 97, man.
Yeah.
He's definitely turning some heads for sure, and I think there's more good to come from him. But let me
Tonka
ask you
weighs
guys.
284, bro.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why.
that's what
Yeah,
they have them listed. Yeah, 284. So I think like 10 to 15 pounds, but 10 to 15 pounds of like muscle,
It's hard,
like
bro.
it's hard, bro. It's a little bit, it's a little bit of a mission. So I don't know, man.
And that only puts him
But
at 295.
mhm. If
yeah,
you add 10,
You want to add
yeah.
another 20.
yeah.
Maybe 20.
I mean,
20,
50, I mean, nice. I'm
Yeah.
saying 15, dog. I'm like, you make them, tip that 300, like 301. All right,
All right.
skip by, dog. But it just, I think they're probably going to utilize them in certain scenarios. But we're definitely gonna see way more of Tonko for sure. Let me ask you guys this: which position battle you think is heating up the most out of the whole camp? And I'm gonna go ahead and kick it over to you, Primos. Who do you think? Which position battle do you think is like the most heated right now? The most competition right now?
I think we got to go with the corners. We got to go with the corner room. Zeke Maxes and McCoy are making a name for themselves. And you can even put we could put the secondary as a whole, really, because you got Stooks as a second round pick, not making a lot of noise, not getting first team reps. And Darian Porter, you're trying to fight for that corner 2 spot. You were a third round pick last year. And we're talking about these these second round picks, these third round picks that just don't pan out for the Raiders, that they don't find a starting role for the Raiders. So that's where I'm hoping McCoy and Mass can continue pushing Porter, but also I'm hoping Porter can bounce back. And, just again, maybe it's a bad practice. Maybe like Jeff was saying, it's a bad first step and he's just getting beat on these comebackers. Hopefully he can clean that up. This is the time to make mistakes. But that corner 2 is still wide open. I'm not going to crown it to Zeke Masses just because you're having some good camps or to McCoy. We still got to see preseason games. We still got a joint practice against Houston. So that corner 2 is still wide open. And same with the nickel. I'm not going to crown it to Teron Johnson just yet either. We still haven't heard Dalton Johnson's name yet. Now we haven't heard any good or bad from his name, but we have yet to see what he looks like playing at the nickel spot. And same with Stooks. He hasn't gotten any reps at the 1. So the nickel corner spot and the corner 2 spot, those are the 2 positions that I believe are heating up the most. Some guys are starting to stand out at those positions. But again, it's still early in training camp. We still got preseason games lined up. We still got joint practice with Houston. Those are the what I'm highlighting. And I think we're going to start kind of figuring out who's going to be locking up those spots. Once those games are finished, we're going to start seeing who's going to really take it home and lock it down.
Yeah, for sure. Will, what are your thoughts? Which position you think is the biggest battle right now?
The wide receiver room, bro. The wide receiver room and the defensive back room. We all know that those 2 rooms are the hottest rooms right now. There's no guy that has just been the front horse runner saying, hey, man, I'm that guy. Tell me at wide receiver, who do you see that is that guy? Yes, that's right. I'm still waiting. So when you look at that, you say, hey, the wide receiver room, the defensive back room, when you talk about the nickel, you're absolutely correct. You got Stooks and Terrion Johnson fighting out that spot at corner. You got Porter, you got McCoy, you got Ezekiah Masses fighting out those spots. And it's anybody's game at wide receiver. If Jack Best ever wants to show up, ever wants to stand up, will the real Jack Best please stand up and get off the fucking bench and show something? He could become a starter on this team. Bro, that's the thing. On this team, the wide receiver room is the weakest room in the building. That and the corner room. So when we look at that, those are the two hottest rooms because those are the rooms that somebody has to emerge as a leader. We need guys that come up and show something that are not like nobody's even having them on their freaking map, right? Like, look, the receivers we got, ain't nobody going to say, oh, I'm going to freaking make Trey Tucker my number one receiver. He's a top dog. I'm going to give that guy top flight money.
Top flight.
No. Bro, I mean, like, it's like when fucking Will Ferrell said, hey, Gator needs his bitches. And bitch, all those, we ain't got no bitches right now. So, like, what I'm trying to say is, hey, man, we need to see that wide receiver room step up. And I hope to see that DB2 room is a problem. Like somebody step up. So, at the end of the day, man, those are the two rooms that are the hottest, in my opinion.
Okay. There you go. Yeah, I'm in agreement with you guys. I feel that corner and the nickel, those rooms are definitely one of the hotter positions that's definitely heating up. I'm gonna go a little bit different. I don't think it's gonna be the wide receiver room. I feel like that defensive tackle, that defensive line, to see who's gonna like start. I think it's a little bit closer than what everybody thinks. Yet, not a whole lot of competition there. But I mean, you still got 805's guy Adam Butler. We just talked about Tonka Hemingway showing a lot of promise there. And then everybody forgot about Thomas Booker as well. And then our guy, the Oos, Jonah Walu, returning back as well. So there's definitely some competition there. All of those, most of those guys have gotten some burn. So we'll see kind of what develops there as well. But let me go ahead and hit you guys with this. And I want you guys' overreaction on this. Let me know. Who do you guys feel is the winners of training camp so far? And who you guys feel are the losers of training camp so far? So double whammy. I want to know you guys' thoughts. Let's start with the winners and Primos. I'm gonna kick it over to you now.
Go ahead. Overreaction. Malik Benson is gonna be wide receiver 1. No, but he's definitely a winner of training camp so far. You're hearing nothing but good coming out of camp when his name is involved. But again, how far, is it going to take him? We've heard the hype with Dante Thorne last year. Is that all this is with Malik Benson? Is it all hype that we're getting out of camp? It's going to be a wait and see with him, but he's definitely a winner. You could, and then a loser. I'm going to keep it just 1-1. I don't want to take, anybody's guys. A loser. I mean, I know we're beating a dead horse here, but could you put Jack Besh on there?
Oh man,
you put everyone on there, bro.
I hate beating a dead horse, but it's like Will said it earlier. 2nd round picks are premier draft selections, and we haven't heard anything. It's been crickets. It's been crickets from the Jack Besh camp. Like, you haven't heard. I'm not even getting anything negative from you, bro. Like, You're just not playing. It seems like. Are you really just riding the bench? So that he's definitely a loser for me because this is a guy that I believe a lot of people are like, oh, he just didn't have the reps. He didn't get a lot of playing time. If Kubiak isn't playing you and not giving you reps with the number ones, maybe Pete Carroll wasn't so crazy. Maybe that was the one thing Pete Carroll knew. It was like, hey, number 18, you ain't got it, bro. If Kubiak is doing the same thing that he's not giving you reps with the ones, then Jack Besh, you got to look yourself in the mirror and like, what am I doing wrong that I'm not seeing the field and getting starting reps?
There you go. Well, kick it over to you.
Took both of my shits, motherfucker.
Sorry, well, I was trying to keep it 1-1, bro. Right, I was trying to keep one player, one winner, one loser.
Ain't no lie. Hey, but I'm with, I'm gonna pick another loser, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm with Primo. the maximum loser is Jack Besh right now, bro. Because Jack Besh, everybody said, just wait till you get the pads on. Just wait till he gets the pads on. Pads on. Where's Jack Besh? So I'm going to say that, right? Yeah, exactly, bro. Everybody's still looking for him. But let's say for right now, the biggest loser in camp besides Jack Besh, to me, I'm going to go with biggest loser. Hey. Biggest loser. So you got to suck it up, Jack Besh. We're going to move on. Winner.
He's sticking with Jack Besh. He's like, bro.
There's nothing about it, man. I mean, like, he just hasn't done anything. And he's still, and I mean, like, people are going to say, oh, it's only the first day in pads and all this and all that. Well, then what have you done the whole time before that? Nothing. What did you do the whole year before that? Nothing. So don't come here with this crap that you're going to say, oh, Jack Besh just barely put pads on. It's only day one of pads.
Hey, it's only first day of pads, but a 6th-round pick is outshining him already.
Exactly. So when we look at that,
let's keep it fair. You got to keep that same energy with both sides.
And the biggest winner of camp right now is Kirk Cousins, baby, because he is going out there
on him, baby.
He's going out there and showing everybody why he's the freaking top dog quarterback, why we needed him, why he needs to be here in order for us to get over that hump with Mendoza. People wanted to just throw him in there and be like, oh, yeah, but look at him right now. Mendoza's struggling, going through the growing pains. Imagine Mendoza being the starting quarterback right now, and we're hearing, oh, he threw 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
Bro, could you imagine Raider Nation? Oh, he's a bust. I told you that he sucked. So when you look at it, man, Kirk, go on, bad dog swagger, whatever big dog swagger you got. Go ahead, big dog. Keep swagging.
You like that.
There you go. Oh, man. All right. Well, for me, I feel like the biggest winner coming out of camp, as of right now, I feel it's Masses, bro. I feel like he's getting a lot of opportunity. He's showcasing himself. I feel like we might definitely have something there alongside, obviously, Brock Bowers, bro. But that's an easy one. And I didn't want to go ahead and kind of put that dude out there. I wanted to go ahead and just put some food for thought from some guys who are more relatively under the radar, quote unquote. So, but I like Masses. I like what he can potentially go ahead and do from there, for sure. I like Tonka. To me, Tonka is another winner that's really making waves in this defense. So we could possibly see him starting to take reps with the ones for sure. For the losers, I'm not gonna put. I think you guys already did a job on Jack Besh, bro.
It's hard to find a bigger loser than him,
bro. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that dude alone. I think you already. Right at this point, it's overkill, dog. So I don't want to do that anymore.
Don't kill him too hard, yeah.
I'm gonna go with my guy Rundown. Stooks. Stooks is definitely a loser for me as of at this point. For camp, again, it's going back to me saying he hasn't proved to us that he's worthy of that 2nd round pick. For me, I had him low 2nd round to beginning of that 3rd round, and I felt that is kind of where he's at now. Spytech says he saw something else. Okay, but as of this point, he hasn't proved it yet. It doesn't mean to say tomorrow he won't go run with the ones and he'll just fucking be lights out. Could definitely be that, but as of right now, you haven't seen it, and he got cooked. And running with the 2s by literally by UDFA that we signed last week was like literally four inches smaller than him. So I don't know. Y'all make your assumptions there. But as of right now, that for me, it's Stooks.
That's a good one.
I definitely need to see more from him for sure. I definitely need to go ahead and see more from that guy. I'm gonna shift it over real quick to the chat. Again, appreciate you guys tapping in. Let's see here. Severe says the problem was that the real Jack Fresher already stood up and he was buds. Oh man, that's funny. Let's see here. Jeff Garrison says arguably O-line and D-line are the most important. It all starts up front. I think wide receivers and defensive backs are the easiest choice, but I can see both coming together quickly. We shall see. Yes, sir. There you go. Severe says Benson and Masters are winners.
Yes.
Definitely a Benson on that list for sure. I like that. Cool Kev says overreacting Mayor now making the 53. Damn, dog.
Oh, man.
That's a cold-blooded shit.
Yeah.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm just kidding, dog. Let's see here. Rundown says Stooks and every wide receiver besides Benson are losers.
Losers.
I'm gonna get that soundbite, dog. Shout out to Rafa DeVilli. What is good, my guy? Appreciate you tapping in. SoCal likes some masses for sure, bro. And man, he's getting a big opportunity, and as of right now, he's showing that he belongs out there and belongs with the ones, man. So obviously still a long ways to go, but let's see here. John says if Gino was still here, I think Mendoza gets the 100%.
Start.
Oh yeah, bro. I think even AOC gets a start, dog, at this point.
No doubt.
Let's see. Ryuken says Kirk set expectations. There you go. Okay. Let's see here. All right. But yeah, man. That's kind of as far as week 2 is concerned. Again, we're gonna go ahead and keep you guys up to date with everything going down in training camp. But again, make sure you guys go ahead and tap in and hit that like, hit that subscribe on all the channels here. If you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button on my guy Rados Primo's channel over here, and on my guy Rado Will's channel over there as well. Make sure, and then obviously if you guys are new to my channel, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe button on your boy as well. I'm going to be dropping some members only content and more content also throughout the week as well. We're going to be bringing you guys some exciting clips to come from the show. So make sure you guys go ahead and stay locked on that. And you already know, once news drops, we go on. So don't be left out in the dark. Hit that notification as well on all the channels you see here. What do you guys have going on for the rest of the week as well? Will, what do you got? You got the Notorious podcast.
Yes,
Notorious podcast for mañana.
Yeah. Hey, man. So tomorrow, man, we got the Most Notorious podcast. We start at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then on Thursday, man, we're going to have the Silver and Black Radio podcast. Same time, same bad channel. And then you guys know what it is, man. We're always locked in on Raiders Unfiltered every Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Yes, sir. And you know what? It's only even going to get better. Once we get that first preseason, bro, y'all already know we can go on, bro. We can go ahead and dissect everything.
Yeah,
everything.
Primos, let them know what you got going on for this week.
What's good, guys? We got a show on Wednesday. I do Wednesday shows at 5 p.m. We're just, again, talking about training camp so far. But as we get closer to preseason game 1 against the Cardinals, we will be previewing, taking a look at the Cardinals. And every Monday night, be here 5:00 so you don't miss Raiders Unfiltered. Because yes, once preseason starts and regular season starts, we definitely gonna be unfiltered.
Bro. This is like a mild version, bro. Like that mild, spicy guac salsa, bro. It's not too spicy yet, but once you get to that red, bro, it's gonna change your life.
Yeah. So definitely, guys, hit the bell, hit the subscribe. Y'all don't want to miss nothing there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For me, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and have Good Morning Raiders this Saturday coming up. So make sure you guys go ahead and tap into that. I am also working on a collab to do a pod in Spanish. So I'm working into the collab, doing a full Spanish pull-up show with these guys, El Camino Raiders. They're based out of Mexico. So we in the works. I'll let you guys know once that comes into fruition. So it'll be so to all my Spanish speakers, dos que hablan español, véngase a hablar Raiders football con tu amigo, tu amigazo,
Jay Raider,
tu compadre, Jay Raider. There you go.
Hey, más chingón.
El más vergón de todo.
No, ni tanto. Cálmate, Tony. Cálmate ya.
Todo así. There you go. Shout out to those guys from El Camino. Appreciate those guys that had a firefighter show the other day. And if you speak of the Spanish, check those guys out, man. They had very interesting takes. And so, we're working on something to go ahead and for me to go ahead and collab with those guys to go ahead and come on the show. We're going to figure that out, and I'll let y'all know for sure. And for my guy, 805, don't worry, dog. We're going to go ahead and do the opposite of the SAP button for you. I'll make sure.
The ENG button?
Yeah, bro, the ENG button. Just hit that on the chan, bro, and I'll just start talking in English automatically, bro. There you go. My thing comes out dub, bro. Like the YouTube dubs your voice, and Instagram dubs your voice. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that. If you guys post up a reel, you have to have the setting on, but it'll dub your voice in Spanish. It'll dub your voice like in Hindu and Arabic and all these languages. I'm
gonna have to check that.
And it sounds like it looks like your mouth, it looks like you speaking, but it's not, bro. It's like AI. I think that Instagram has built in to make it mimic your mouth.
Natural.
Yes, it's weird. It's a crazy thing.
I'm gonna try that out.
But there you go. See, I'll set something up for you just like that. 805. I got you, my boy. My boy. And then me and my guy are gonna work on something to go ahead and do a Good Morning Raiders show as well. So make sure you guys go ahead and tune in. Yep. Hey, bro. If I can't get in at ESPN, Telemundo might be the next option for me, bro. I'll be like, goal, touchdown.
Touchdown.
Punto.
You sound German. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
You sound like Terminator there.
That's yeah. Hey, bro, I'll get it. Hey, I'll get my opportunity wherever it be at. I gotta go to fucking Germany and do fucking announcer for the Raiders there, bro. I'll do it. I'll give it down. Fucking buy my ticket now. Send me there, bro. There you go. Google Translate his money.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly, bro. But other than that, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in and rocking with us on this Monday and talking some shit. And hopefully you guys had a little bit of entertainment. Again, we'll be back next Monday at same time, same bad channels. So make sure you guys go ahead and pull up for that. So until next time, y'all, that is it for us. Again, with your boy, Jay Raider, my guy, Primos on the other side, and my guy, Will on this side. We'll see y'all next Monday. Till then, always remember, just Raiders, baby. Peace.
Raiders!